Hi, welcome back to Baxter's Growing Mad. I'm Tom. Today is the 4th of April and it's 18 degrees currently, about 10 o'clock in the morning. Absolutely lovely weather. Over the weekend I've got a bit mad and bought quite a few strawberry plants, so I need somewhere to put them. So today on the agenda we are going to build a green roof on top of our compost bin. We have a little helper today.
Oh, that's you again.
This is Ezra and he's going to be helping. So the plan, I'm going to run 2x4 off one of the pallets, the bigger pallets. I've run a joist going across the top, like here. Right, so this is the compost bay, the two compost bays. I'm taking the roof off for now. It's just storing old bits of timber in there. The 2x4 is going to run along all the way, and I'm going to frame it, and then I'm going to run my panel boards going across this way to create my floor, and then I'm going to build up from that. I don't know if I'm in two minds at the moment. Shall I build one raised bed there and a second raised bed here, or do I run it all the way along and see what happens? I won't mind maybe creating this into like a small bed that separates the two, and I can plant my mint in here then, and it won't go everywhere. Right, so here we go. I've got my 2x4 rubber joists flush to the top, screwed them into here. I've done some spacers to make it extra strong in here as well, and I'm going to do the same on this side, and I'm going to run my panels going along to make the floor. So I just wanted to say I've got no joinery skills or carpentry skills. I've just had an idea and I'm just trying to make it work. So using a saw and a tape measure and a drill and some screws, and see if it works. If it doesn't work and it all collapses, that's my fault. But yeah, I've got no sort of skills. I've just had a look on YouTube how to build like a sort of simple floor. It seems to be strong enough. Yeah. Right, now I've done the joists, I'm putting the flooring on, so I've got some panel boards that I'm running all the way along. I am cutting it to halfway between this joist here, and then I can overlap with some other wood, and then I'll stagger it all the way along. Right, so here I am running the pallet boards along the length of the compost bins. Firstly, I'd just like to point out all of the compost bins, roof, green roof, planter is all made 100% out of recycled pallets I have collected over the past few weeks. Secondly, the only money I have spent is on the box of screws, which cost me around £3.50. I'm trying to upcycle as much as possible, and I'm trying to repurpose a lot of the nails from the pallets just to reduce the amount of screws I'm using. Lastly, the idea came around as my plot isn't the biggest and the compost bins take up a large amount of space, as well as the shed base adjacent. So I was trying to think of a way I can gain space or maximise the space on the plot. The only way I could come up with was building up. Now my idea was to create some shallow planters creating a green roof where I can grow shallow rooting vegetables, where I can readily harvest while the other vegetables were growing on ground level. Also, the beds being elevated, I'm hoping it makes it harder for pests like slugs and snails to nibble on my fruit and veg. But that might be just wishful thinking. can see, Ezra is testing out my carpentry skills, and like I said, I haven't got any joinery or carpentry skills building, so he's putting a lot of trust in me here. Nonetheless, it held his weight and the compost bin didn't collapse, so he could carry on being Spider-Man on top of the compost bins.
Spider-Man.
Look, a Spider-Man. Dad, look at me. Look at me. I'm eating pizza.
Right, so I've got most of the boards on top now, which is really sturdy. And then I'm just going to fill these gaps in here. I'm going to leave a small gap on at the end here for drainage. I'm going to drill a hole through the plastic. Eventually what's going to happen is I'm going to have a board. I'm going to have two boards going up all the way around as a border. And then in the inside, I'm going to fill it with horse manure, compost, and a little bit of topsoil. Then I can plant my strawberries on top. I'm going to put plastic. This plastic's going to line the bed, and I'm going to drill through some of the plastic in where this gap is, so the water can drain out of the back. Yeah, but looks, it's proper sturdy, that, and it might make a good addition to my compost bin. And eventually I'll get that wood cleaned out and it'll be in the second compost bin.
As you can see, it's the next day now, hence the outfit change. I think I got a little bit sunburned on the day before. It's only 13 degrees, but it feels a lot hotter, which is abnormal this time of year. It's normally a lot wetter, more showers and cooler this time. Nonetheless, I'm still cracking on and building this green roof planter. So what I'm doing here now is I found an old pallet, which the pallet boards are a little bit thicker, so instead of using 2 pallet boards I can get away with using just 1. Once I've built my box and fastened them with screws, I'll get the plastic and line the inside using galvanised staples, and then I'll fill up the bottom layer with wood chip, a little bit of horse manure and some topsoil, and fill the rest with compost, ready for planting.
So here we go, 1 green roof planter in on top of the compost bin. I found some old plastic that was in the allotment skip, so I've lined it with some galvanised staples, and then I can get the compost and the horse manure in, and then I can get my strawberries in. I'm going to get another one in on this side, and I'm thinking I'm also going to put another little one, or I might partition it off here, and I can plant some mint in here. I've got some apple mint and some strawberry mint I'm going to put in here as well. But yeah, looking good. So here it is, the green roof planter, which has been done. I planted 3 different varieties of strawberries. Just got some generic strawberries that have been that were found in my garden, so I don't know what variety they are. These are the white pineberry strawberry. I got them off TikTok for like £10. I got 20 of them, so these are all white pineberry. They're meant to taste like pineapple, but we'll see if they get any fruit. These are sweet colossus, so they're meant to grow into real big strawberries, and I've got 6 of them, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So hopefully I should get some decent strawberries. But yeah, I made the planter out of old pallet. I've lined it with plastic, as you can see. It's lined with plastic, and I've tapped it down with staples. Then I've topped it with wood chip at the bottom. I put some stones at the bottom for drainage, wood chip at the bottom, and some horse manure, a little bit of topsoil, and some compost. But yeah, I think it looks really well. So I just got to tidy some bits up, like here. I'm going to cut that so it's all level. I might paint it. I've got some fence paint. We'll see. Looks decent. The second one, I'm in 2 minds about it. I don't know if I should make it into a bit of a coal frame so I can bring seedlings on, or I'm going to plant spinach, lettuce and radishes and chard in there. But again, I'm going to line it with plastic, which I've got down here. I've got some plastic down there. I'm going to line, staple it in, and then I'm going to do the same. And then in the middle, I'm going to plant my mint, so my apple mint and my strawberry mint in the middle. But I think I'm going to remove this piece of timber. I would like, I don't know if it's just me, but I'd like the planter to be the same level as this. So I might have to strip 2 boards down and then raise it up. But yeah, I think that's for another day. But yeah, looks really good, really nice. Not too bad for a couple of days work with me and Ezra. Hi days. Right, following on a couple of days after the green roof planter that we've done, I'm just doing a quick seed update. Yes, these are my little Dorit sunflowers. Only 7 came. I only got 10 seeds in the packet. I planted some sweet pea as well, and I think I planted some echinacea or swinea, and only 3 of them have come up, so it didn't really work. My Bok Choy looking really good around the edges. These, I don't know what's happened here, but they seem to die a bit. Broad beans starting to come up. Here it is. It's okay. My giant sunflower's done really well. Alpine strawberries are there, that I've seeded, that I've potted on. Got some chamomile growing here. I've been and bought some mixed lettuce from the garden centre that I'm going to plant in my second green roof planter, with some swisschard and also some golden beetroot. I've also got some beetroot monica growing in here. Let's see if I can get the lid off this. So here are my other seeds. So I've got echinacea, rudbeckia, and in the silver trays here, and here are my marigolds. In here I bought some purple leaf broccoli and some normal broccoli that I'm going to be planting up with Allotment next week. They did say it's going to be a frost on Tuesday, so that's why I've got them in these little tubs so they don't get frost in them. I've also planted, what did I plant in here? Spinach. I've also planted spinach in here that I'm hoping it will take off. That will also go in my green roof planter. And I've got some lemon balm, some more chamomile, and some loveridge that I'm going to plant up on the allotment this week. Right, that comes to an end of this video today. I think in my next video I'm going to be finishing off that second planter, getting the swisschard and the beetroot and lettuce planted. But yeah, thank you again for watching, and like and comment and subscribe if you want to follow my allotment journey. Thank you, see ya, bye.